Welcome to Sub Me In. I gotta get that intro working soon. First time here, welcome. I'm always welcoming new people onto the channel. This is Sub Me In Show, number 40. And we talk about, it's a show where we talk about, it's mostly like like things that I want to talk about, which is like three things. I like to talk about football, video games, and movies. So I usually pick up some topics, some stories, things that are going on pretty much at the moment. I go through like the week, kind of wait until see like some big things, because sometimes there's days where nothing's going on. Usually Mondays, Fridays, everything is just really slow. So I like to wait through the week, see what's going on, and on Friday I select the topics, right? That's going to be the idea of the show, and then kind of shoot them on Fridays. I want them to be like not too long videos, short videos, so I'm going to talk through these things. Like, I want to move real quick, kind of throw my opinions out. A lot of things would just be like news, reviews, and just thoughts about things. If you do have anything in particular you want me to go through, totally fine as well. Just throw them down in the comments. Hey, check this out, and I'll look through it. And yeah, we'll go through that. And if it's interesting, then I'll most likely put it on there as on the sheet. Basically, the sheet's like right here in front of me. It's not really a sheet; it's just my laptop. But we got the points here. So we do a little bit of things different today. Oh yeah, and just wanted to let you know I started to put timestamps, so you can check in the description box the timestamps of this is when we talk about football, this is when we talk about movies, this is when we talk about video games. So just in case, I know some people aren't really interested in everything, so if you're just interested in one topic, check out the timestamps and just skip ahead or go back, and then just listen to things that you're interested in. I'm gonna switch things around. Normally I did like the past two videos, football first, movies, and then video games, but I'm gonna go movies first today, then video games, and I'll save football to last, just in case, it's probably, I'm guessing that's the one where a lot of people don't really would care about too much. But I like talking about soccer, and Sub Me In did start off as that, so that's why I'm gonna be including it. So first thing, actually, we're going to be talking about going into video games first. Something real quick. I saw this and I thought it was really cool. Kirby is getting its own controller for the Switch. That's awesome, dude. I thought, Kirby is one of my favorite characters in Nintendo. He's like my main on Smash, so always been and always will be. So I thought it was cool. I think he's a really cool character, and I thought this was awesome. So it's got his little eyes, his little cheek marks, and then his little mouth in between the it looks like the home button and I think that's the snapshot button, the one where you click it to get the screenshot of it. I'm gonna move over here so I can show it right here. Totally forgot, I gotta leave some space there. I'll probably go in the start off in the middle and then move off to the right or to the left. Your right, my left. But pretty much, as you can see, all you fans of the Pink Puff might want to set aside coin, because Power A is launching a brand new Kirby controller on August 8th. This wireless controller designed for use with the Nintendo Switch will be available for $45 and comes with all the usual features, including wireless, advanced gaming buttons, including 2 mappable ones, and is AA battery powered. Unfortunately, it does not support HD Rumble, IR camera, motion control, or Amiibo NFC. So it looks pretty cool. Here's some little pictures on it, how it looks more from different angles. Only thing is, like, I would definitely I would want to get this control, but the thing that turns me off is it's battery powered. I see up here where it doesn't have like if you have an option to charge it with like a cable, so it doesn't look like it. It just looks like it's battery, but it does have these little triggers, like these buttons are down here. So for like I'm guessing for the pros, we use the bottom ones as well. I've seen those controls too. I haven't really had any. I've never tried to power a controller before, so I don't know how these work. I usually just, this is the one I have for the Switch. It's I think this is the common classic one, but it does have the, where you can just charge it. So no batteries. So that's the only turn off for me on this, for this Kirby one, which is a shame because it does look cool and I would probably get it, but I really don't want to buy batteries. Don't like that. So I've never used one of these. If you've had one before, let me know. I don't know how those Power A ones, how good they are. I'll stick with this one, but just a little fun tidbit that I want to go through, and then we're gonna go through some upcoming Nintendo Switch games. These are just Switch games and accessories for August and September. So I'm gonna go through this real quick. It's gonna be like a kind of like a fast-paced thing, I guess. So we've got August 11th, Dead Cells, Return to Castlevania. Is this like I'm guessing it's a Castlevania. Let me see. Dead Cells is being treated to another physical release in August, all thanks to its Return to Castlevania expansion. This new physical edition includes the base game, the new Return to Castlevania DLC, as well as the 4 large DLC packages that preceded it. So Rise of the Giant, The Bad Seed, Fatal Falls, and The Queen and the Sea. And the good news, all of this is on the cartridge with no additional download. That's pretty cool. So it's everything included in the game. I actually haven't played any Castlevania games. They seem cool. They seem good. So there's that for Castlevania fans. Maybe one day I will. I'll try it out. The classic ones. Maybe go in order from beginning to the end. Rune Factory 3 special September 5th. What is that? A special remastered version of Rune Factory 3 is headed to the Switch. There's even a Golden Memories limited edition to buy. Never heard of the Rune Factory. I think it's an RPG. Yeah. Action RPG, romance, farming mashup before. So there's that. I think this has, it's going to have hell difficulty level. That sounds very friendly indeed. I don't know if that's being sarcastic or not, but hey, hardcore gamers. Difficulty, it's good for that. It's good. Mortal Kombat 1 is coming out on September 19th. This one is really exciting. I'm really excited for Mortal Kombat 1. It looks really good. Seeing the gameplay, the trailers and everything looks really cool. I'm very interested in Mortal Kombat. I probably will be getting that. Obviously not for the Switch. Most likely for like the PS5. But it is coming out on the Switch on the 19th. Pikmin 1 and 2 physical releases. 22nd of September. For those Pikmin fans. That's coming out as well. So Pikmin 1 and 2 HD remasters. They're already available digitally, but if you want the physical copy, I know a lot of people like physical copies. I messed up when I got the PS5. I got the digital edition because I too prefer physical copies because it actually feels like it's your game where it's digital. It feels like it's not. It feels like I'm renting it. So for you Pikmin fans, if you want the physical copies, they will be available for September 22nd. I've never played the Pikmin games either. I remember playing it a while on the GameCube on one of those like the demos. It seemed pretty cool, it seemed fun, but I never actually like bought a Pikmin game. And then EA Sports FC 24, also 22nd of September. So FIFA is no longer going to be available. It's no more FIFA. It's going to be FC 24. Weird name. I'm pretty sure it's going to play the same way. It's just like with the whole licensing issues that FIFA has been having lately. With stadiums, teams, leagues, and all that players. Yeah, you didn't really see a lot of them. There was a lot of things missing on FIFA 2023. Especially compared to like 17. 17 was the latest one that I played before 2023. And I was like, what's going on here? It's cool, but like all this stuff is missing. Like my Brazilian teams, my Brazil team. Liga MX, J League. I know those aren't big teams. Like I know the Brazilian one's cool, but I did want. It's still fun to have them. You know, it's cool to have them on this game, especially if you play career mode. Um. So we'll see how EA Sports FC 24. I'm not gonna get that game. I'll probably wait and see how it is, like through friends, people that I know who are definitely gonna get their opinions on it. And I still probably won't get 25. I'll probably wait until 26 till I get a new soccer game. So 23 should last me up until then. It's a lot of the same stuff anyway. So those are pretty much like the big titles. I'm gonna go through these like smaller titles and see what's going on around here. So you've got Akiba's Trip, Alice in the Country of Spades. I think these are all like a lot of not big titles. Sword of the Vagrant. And I want to have like a little screenshot of like screen recording so you can see all the games in their, you know, their dates and everything. Pups and Purrs. I don't see anything really that cool. Lost in Play. Movie Now 2. Charade Maniacs. Tunic. Tunic is actually a really cool game. If you haven't played it. It's kind of like it reminds me of a 2D Zelda kind of style thing. It even looks like Zelda. Look at that. His little shield, sword, and everything. So it's a really cool game. If you haven't checked it, check it out. So I thought this was out. Might be. This might just be a physical copy as well. Die After Sunset, Human Fall Flat, Cricket Captain, Blasphemous 2. Let me see. Spells and Secrets, Chronicles of Two Heroes. Let me know if any of these games you are interested in getting. Noob, The Factionless, Loop Hero, Agatha Christie. Let me see. Rhapsody, Mortal Kingdom, Samba de Amigo, Harvest Days, Gimmick Special Edition, Nor 9. Let's see what we got. 2 Nor 9s, different. Oh, there's the other one's probably a different edition, but these are all physical copies. Atari Mania. Look at that little bear. Cute little bear. The Last Worker. Anything else that looks good? The Many Pieces of Mr. Koo. The Quintessential Quintuplets. 5 Promises Made with Her. That's a good show. Haven't seen the movie yet. Wonder what that is. Is that like a dating simulator or something? Death or Treat. Is anybody into like those Harvest Moon, the Winds of Anthos, like the anime games? I actually never played them. I've seen a lot, like the Sword Online ones. Never really played them though. I remember buying One Piece game, and it seemed cool, but I just never got it. Like I never finished. I never got into it like that. And I'm a huge One Piece fan. Baton Kaitos, Baby Shark. There's a game of Baby Shark. That's interesting. Paperman. Manu. Let's see. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Quest for Balance. Wonder what that's gonna be about. Days of Doom. Good show, by the way. Coffee Talk. Single Shot Edition. What do you do, like barista simulator there? Doesn't seem like too much stuff going on. So, Crybabies. Some games are just like, what? Why? Why was this made? The Legend of Bum Bo. And that's pretty much it. All these is just accessories. Some of this stuff looks cool, so that is pretty much it. Games that are coming out in August and September for the Nintendo Switch. Sorry, it's not like PlayStation or Xbox or anything like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. Some game, not really interested in anything that's coming out, really. I mean, like FC 23, 24, and Mortal Kombat, but I'm not gonna buy the FC 24. I'll wait until 26 when everything else is out. That's good. World Cup, Copa America. I wonder if they're gonna put that in there, and Club World Cup. See see if they put any of that stuff onto the game itself. So I shall wait 3 years for that. Unless I change my mind on 25, but we'll see. Other than that, Mortal Kombat, I'm gonna get that for the PS5, most likely. All right. Let me know if there's any games that you were interested that pretty much showed up, or anything that you're kind of like excited for. Let's go on into some movies. Throw those in the comment as well. Now let's move on. Let's move on into some movies. So first thing I want to get through is Loki season 2 is coming out. The trailer has already been out. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. The season 1 was really, I actually like that. But speaking just in general with like the Marvel stuff, after that, like Loki, I think Loki season 2 was the first thing of phase 5, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like pretty much the latest phase before. I think there's a new phase now. I think there's 6. I'm not too sure because I haven't been keeping up with any of that stuff. Because I needed to take a break. I did need to take a break. Okay. I was going in order. I think I stopped on She-Hulk. So the last thing I saw was, or Werewolf. I think the last thing I saw was Moon Knight. I liked Moon Knight as a character. The show, it was like meh, you know. It had its. I thought some things were cool, some other stuff, you know. That's pretty much where I had to take the break, basically, from Marvel stuff. But I remember Loki being a really good show. Season 1, I actually liked it. So, I am excited for season 2. Trailer looked pretty good. But I wonder if I have to maybe watch everything, try to get back into it and see if I can catch up, basically. But let me talk about this real quick. This is the article. Loki season 2 is on its way, and the next MCU TV show on the Marvel calendar will be arriving on Disney Plus in just a couple of months, as you might expect from a Marvel project. Official details are now on the season's plot are few and far between, but now we finally have trailer to unpack. The new clip sees Loki back at the TVA, but he's encountered a problem. He keeps time slipping. More on that later on. So this is pretty much just going over the trailer. The article itself does have some spoilers, but I'm not going to go through that. I know where I'm going to stop. So we've got your complete guide to Loki season 2 from the release date to a breakdown of the new season's first trailer. We've also rounded up all the best theories as well as everything the cast and crew and have said about the latest installment. Just a heads up though, so I'm saying there's spoilers of Loki season 1 and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania ahead. So turn back now if you're not up to date. So if you're not into the whole spoilers thing, you can skip it or not. But I'm not going to go too much into depth. Like they have the article itself does have like things that they're talking about season 2 already, like some leaks, and then some theories as well. So, but I'm not going to go through those two things though. Just kind of like the basis of the trailer and everything. So season 2 will be arriving on Disney Plus very soon. The new season premieres on October 6th, 2023. With the new episodes airing every Friday until November 10th. So it does. You can always check out the trailer. It's already out. It's been out already. So the first Loki trailer is here, and he's back at the TVA. That is when he's not time slipping, being thrown across the time, and ending up in various temporal hotspots throughout history. New character OB, played by Hugh Kwan, is consulted for solutions, but he doesn't quite have the answers for Loki yet. We also get a peek of He Who Remains layer and a run-in with Sylvie. And you can catch the whole trailer above. Has it on the thing. You can check it out on YouTube and everything. We got our first glimpse at new footage in the Disney Plus 2023 trailer, which you can see below, amongst shots of Loki looking concerned and Sylvie looking fed up. And there was also a glimpse at the God of Mischief and Mobius clad in suits. A little over the top, don't you think? Yeah, those the quotes. He pretty much asked Mobius in the quick clip. And then Disney also debuted some footage at the D23 Expo 2022 in September. Total Film was on the ground in LA to give us a rundown. The clip hasn't made its way online yet, and detailed how the teaser had a creepy vibe to it. In it, Loki clues Mobius in on what went down with He Who Remains, Jonathan Major, in season 1 finale. That's what he plays. Revealing the villain's face behind the wall in the TVA. He then says he saw terrible, awful things when the timeline broke apart after Sylvie's attempted to kill the baddie at the end of season 1. And we see the crew. It's going to list the crew. Tom Hiddleston, Jonathan Majors, Owen Wilson, Gugu, Mbatha Raw, Wunmi Mosaku, Eugene Cordero will be returning in Loki season 2. So just talking about more people, I think some cameos. And it does talk about the plot. I'm not going to go too much into it. And then because I think the plot, it's got some of the, actors talking about it. I think so. I think that's what I read. I did read it, but I'm not going to go through it. And then the theories. on what they're thinking might happen. But there you go. If you're interested in, if you like Loki season 2, Loki the show, it's coming out, so you can stay tuned. You can check that out. Let me know if you guys are interested in it. I feel like, with the past movies that have been coming out and are coming out, like I saw the trailer for Marvel's, not really interested in it. Doesn't look that great. Some of the shows that I've been seeing hasn't been that great either. I feel like Marvel has been going on a downward spiral, basically. And I think it has to do with people are growing. Maybe, I don't know if people are getting fatigue over it, or they just keep on producing things so fast that they're just not being creative enough. But I think, if anything, if there's any hope, I think Loki, this season, the second season, could be bringing it back up. Season 1 wasn't that bad. It was actually good. I enjoyed the show, so I am excited for season 2 coming out. Can't wait to see it. But I'm probably going to have to go back, try to catch up on everything, all the rest of the shows, get pushed through it, obviously, and then just, and the movies as well. So, I haven't seen Ant-Man either, because I heard it wasn't that great, but we'll see. I think it's true, because a lot of things, like the shows that I've been, like I said, I had to take a break, and everything just been pretty much mid, but there you go. Loki, season 2, coming out. And then the movie that I wanted to go through is Saw 10, coming out. Tobin Bell becomes desperate jigsaw killer in Saw 10. And then you see there's an image on it. Trailer came out already as well. It's interesting. This is going to be taking place between season Saw 1 and 2. So it's kind of like going back, because he died, basically. I know. I've seen the movies. I think the only one I haven't seen is, what was it called? Spiral or something? I don't know. I feel like I don't consider those in the Saw. They are kind of like related to Saw, but it's the ones where John Kramer is in it. Jigsaw and I think it was Spiral. Those don't have John Kramer. So I didn't see the Spiral one. I saw Jigsaw, but he's supposed to be dead in those already. So I'll go through this real quick. Tobin Bell plays the terminal cancer-stricken desperate jigsaw killer John Kramer in a first-look image released from Saw 10. If you didn't know, he's the main character, the dude who plans all the, devices and everything. He's technically the serial killer. Or the 10th... Why did I do this? He really is a serial killer. Or the 10th installment of the Saw franchise from Lionsgate and Twisted Pictures. Bell will return as a twisted serial killer in Saw franchise staple to put his victims through more terror. The latest Saw film is set for a release on September 29th in theaters. The film's producers have let fans in on storyline details of the upcoming pick set between the events of Saw 1 and 2. A sick and desperate John travels to Mexico for a risky and experimental medical procedure in hopes of a miracle cure for his cancer, only to discover the entire operation is a scam to defraud the most vulnerable. What's new? Right? Armed with a newfound purpose, the infamous serial killer returns to his work, turning the tables on a con artist in his signature visceral way through devious, deranged, and ingenious traps. And it just talks pretty much about like the behind the scenes after that, so not too much in depth. It's pretty much all you have to know. If you don't know what Saw is, it's basically some dude, he got screwed over, gets mad, gets all these people who are technically like bad people. So I always thought it was interesting about, like, the thing that was interesting about Saw is like he's a killer, but he's like basically taking these people who did bad things and kind of like testing them out. Like, if you want to live, you've got to, like, the whole eye for an eye type of thing, right? If you want to live, you did these bad things, now you have to kind of like pay for your sins, I guess, if that makes sense. So they have to give up things, whether it's like punishing themselves to get them to set themselves free, giving up something like a leg or something, things like that, and that's pretty much what this is. It's him trying to go get a cure for cancer in Mexico, and they kind of just like fuck with him, I guess. I don't know, like they like steal from him, maybe. I don't know, like I think it's like a way to tell him, like, I saw in the trailer where they're like, oh, you can't be cured or something, but I guess they took advantage of him somehow, and then he kind of gathers everybody up who was like promising him like, hey, we'll cure you or something, we'll cure your cancer, and then puts him to the traps basically. That's what it looked like, and the trailer for that is a good example of how not to do a trailer. Kind of the opposite of what Nander Fedora and the Talking Mongoose was about, you know? You kind of see like the whole movie on that trailer, basically. In a way, you don't have to see the movie, because you kind of get the idea of it. But I was a huge fan of the Saw film. Like, I was a huge fan of Saw, mainly because James Wan was the first, he directed the first one. And I really liked it. Kind of just gave Saw 2 a chance, and then from there I just kind of said, hey, I saw the first two, why not watch the rest? So I did. And they weren't as good as the first one. I thought the first one was really awesome. Obviously, James Wan. And they were still fun to watch. It's a movie that's fun to watch. I don't think it's a good movie to go to the movie theaters and just watch for it, like especially with the prices these days, to watch a movie. But I'll definitely check this out. Maybe when it's available for rent or on streaming service where it's for free. If it's gonna go on something that I pay for. But yeah, definitely a movie that I'm gonna go watch, but not in theaters. But yeah, Saw 10 coming out. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. John Kramer's back. All right, that's pretty much everything from movies. We're gonna go on to some football. This should be quick. Not much has been like going on. Seasons are going to be starting. Maybe I'll do like predictions on some leagues, like the top 5 leagues or some stuff that's going to be going on, tournaments, everything like that. So we'll see. But first thing I want to go through is legendary Italian goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon retires from football. Sad day, but he's already like 40 something, I think. He had a long career. I remember this guy was one of the best goalkeepers. I still think he is the best goalkeeper, in my opinion. I remember watching this dude. This dude was amazing. And for him to go this long, I mean, yeah, goalkeepers can go a little bit longer than, outfielders, just because they're really just right there in the between the sticks, right? So you see a lot of goalkeepers going through like 40 and all that stuff, so they can go further. But he was more than that. He was actually like a really, really good keeper. I think I remember 2006, I don't know if this is correct, but I think I remember him only conceding 2 goals in the World Cup. And I was like, that's when I was like, wow, this guy is an amazing goalkeeper. I want to play goalkeeper. It was all because of him. So, legendary Italian goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon confirms his retirement from football. It's pretty sad how it went down as well. He wanted to go for more. He wanted to go more. Pretty much said, that's all, folks. You gave me everything. I gave you everything. We did it together. So, 45-year-old legendary goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon has officially retired. He has a fabulous 29-year-old, I can't speak, man, I can't talk, football career with 1,151 appearances. That is insane, dude. So let me see. The 45-year-old previously stated that he intends to keep playing until 2026 World Cup, and had full intentions of seeing out his contract at Parma, which expires in June 2024. However, a string of injuries over the past year have led the goalkeeper to reconsider his future before announcing the news on Wednesday. He took to social media to post a video of some of his best career highlights, along with the caption, "That's all, folks." Yep, that's what I pretty much said. Buffon is now expected to be offered the chief of delegation role of the Italian national team, previously held by former Chelsea striker Gianluca Vialli. Buffon rejoined Parma in 2021. He wanted to get them to Serie A once again. After starting his career in the academy before securing a move to Juventus, he had returned in the hopes of getting Parma back into Italy's top flight, but he was unable to do so during his final 2 seasons with the Serie B side. Yep. So it's kind of sad. He had to retire. He had to hang the boots and the gloves because of injuries. He wanted to go to the 2026 World Cup. That would have been amazing, dude. He would have broken records, but farewell to a legendary player, dude. He was amazing. One of the, at least, I would say, top 3 best goalkeepers, and I think he is number 1 for me, even though I'm a huge fan of Iker Casillas. Another news. PSG planning moves for 4 Real Madrid stars as revenge for Mbappe saga. I thought this was hilarious. One of the dumbest things I've ever seen, but I think it's funny. So, Kylian Mbappe has dominated headlines over the last few weeks following Paris Saint-Germain's decision to put their star asset up for sale following the decision not to sign a new contract. You already know the drama with Mbappe and PSG. He can leave for PSG for free next summer, from PSG for next summer, if he does not extend his stay, and the French champions believe that he has already agreed to move to Real Madrid, which they are far from pleased about. In secrets, right? That's what they're saying. Even PSG have said they wanted to sue Real Madrid. As revenge, they are lining up moves for 4 Real Madrid players, which Sport has reported on. These are Eduardo Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni, Rodrigo, and youngster Nico Paz. Los Blancos have no interest in selling any of the foursome, but PSG seemingly do not care, and they plan to make their own move as an act of retribution. The Mbappe saga has been something of a mess over the last few weeks, and a move to Real Madrid does seem likely, whether that will be now or next summer. Either way, PSG are far from pleased with Los Blancos, and they could be about to do something about it. So, their idea of revenge is buying 4 players from Real Madrid. And it just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. 4 of those are people they wouldn't sell. At least 3 of them I know for sure they wouldn't want to sell. Nico Paz is probably somebody, he's a youngster, probably a promising player. They probably don't want to sell him. I'm not sure. Don't really know much about Nico Paz. I'm probably going to look into him more and pay attention more on him after this, because that's pretty interesting. They want to buy Nico Paz. It's like 3 stars and a Nico Paz, right? Obviously, Eduardo Camavinga, Tchouameni, and Rodrigo are expensive players, right? I'm thinking at least, 60, maybe around 68 for Camavinga. For Tchouameni, kind of the same range, 60 to 80. Rodrigo, maybe he's going up a little bit more, like in the 80 to 100 euros for Rodrigo. I'm thinking. I don't know. And then Nico Paz, again, I don't know much about him. But if it's a Real Madrid player, maybe I gotta look into him more to kind of do an estimate. Right now, without knowing anything about him, I'd say 20 through 30, something like that. So this is what I'm thinking. Their idea of revenge is, hey, take our best player, Mbappe, for free. So give Real Madrid for free a player, right? Maybe one of the number 1 sought out player right now in the world. And then on top of that, we're gonna buy 4. We're gonna, in their terms, steal, but they're really giving more money to Real Madrid. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm pretty much reading. Like, we're gonna give you our best player for free, and then we're gonna give you some more cash with him along the way. So it's pretty crazy. I don't know if that's the best way to think of revenge. I don't know. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, they're stealing some, at least 3-star players, but they're giving them a lot of money so they can buy more players, which makes no sense. I don't know. I think the best revenge is to beat them somehow without those best players, but that's just me. I think that's ridiculous, At least that's how I'm thinking it. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know if that's, pretty dumb of PSG to be saying, or, if that's the thing to do, steal some star players from them. So, that's pretty much it. That's the football news right now. It's not too big of a story. Nothing crazy has been going on. Season's going to be starting, so we'll probably go through some predictions on the next episode or something like that. We'll see. And that's pretty much it for today's episode. Thanks for watching. If you stick through the whole thing, if you stuck for a couple stuff, then again, thank you again. You can check out other videos. I'm doing gameplays as well. Stay tuned for more Semian episodes where we talk about, football, video games, and movies. Right now, I'm going to be going through the retro library. of the NES. So we're gonna be playing through some. I'm gonna be playing through some retro games. It's games that I've never played before. So there's that. And I'm also doing a run for FIFA 23, a Road to Glory run with Portsmouth. You can check that out as well. If you have any games I would recommend for me to try out, shoot them down in the comments below. And then you can also follow me on social media, X Ariano6, and then Instagram Ariano312. Everything is down in the description box below. The goal right now is just to grow the channel. That's it. So you can expect like about 2 to 3 videos a week, at most. Consistent videos coming out. So share, follow, like, comment, all the good stuff to kind of make everything count, right? That's pretty much it. Remember, if you fall 7 times, just rise 8. Okay, you don't lose a fight when you get knocked down. You lose it when you stay down. So get up. I don't know. That's it for me. I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, I'm out. Let's go.